Yes, and speaking of that, in an era of growing workloads, individual stress levels in large cities are also on the rise. The emergence of various psychological problems, ranging from depressions to excessive anxiety, is often the result of unchecked stress. But did you know that we can mitigate the risk through coping mechanism? And to find out how we are going to discuss it with mental health advocate Gina Sinaga. Hello, Gina.
Hi, thank
Hi.
you for joining us
Hi,
on
thank
the
you.
show.
So,
Hi. Hi. Thank you so much
yes,
for having me.
our first question. First of all, could you please explain about coping mechanism? What is it actually, and yeah, what are they?
Okay, so coping mechanism actually is a strategy in order to direct our mind or behavior on how to respond to pressure situation. So we can do a lot of things in every situation, every hard situations, but we can control our reaction, we can control our mind, our words, and also our behavior in order to shift that and to control our stress and mind.
And also, why is learning to cope with the stress is important in that case?
Yes, of course, this is so important. Maybe I'd like to explain one thing that sometimes humans also need stress. Why? Because when we are going to have emotion and we going to work, we also need a kind of like to trigger us, like to giving a drive to motivate us more. But we need to get the right amount of stress. Too much stress also will tell you that maybe a lot of stress can also trigger you to other serious problems like anxiety or depression.
All right, so now I think the most important question is how is the coping strategies? And we also saw that, in Singapore, they put mental illness curriculum in the school subjects.
I know
So-
that's really
Yeah.
that's really something.
So as an advocate, do you think that it is necessary to, prepare our students, our kids, because they face a lot of challenge in the future?
Yes, yes, of course. I'm a firm believer of preventing rather than treating. So actually, it's quite simple. What coping mechanism is? There are two ways, which is a problem-focused coping and also emotion-focused coping. Like the first itself, problem-focused coping is when you direct the stress on how to solve it, how to look for the solution, the regulation, like what to do to get out from that problem. Yeah, an emotion, I think, is when we treat our soul, our mind, our feeling, we protect it, we soothe it, and just taking care of our emotions in order so we not gonna like hungry a lot, but we ready to prevent it first because we have the right amount of information for this coping. So these two, the problem of coping and emotion coping are both so important, and we cannot just do one of it and leave the other behind. We have to do it in parallel, so the problem solved and our emotions protected.
Yeah.
Right, interesting. So the next question then, let's practice it. How can we apply coping mechanism in daily life? What is your suggestion?
Okay. So, like our issues before is like the hustle culture. Like we work, and work. We're talking about sleep, about social, and also other stuff. I think it is very best that we have to manage our time really well. We have to have a perfect balanced life. At least we try to do that. I know that sometimes it is not all easy. That sometimes we have to go through following our direct superior at the office or following our condition and situation at home. So at least we have the drive to try at least and make a balanced lifestyle. And in order to do that, actually, I really love one of the theory from Dr. David Scott and Daniel Siegel. I follow it for the past 2 years. It's called Healthy Mind Platter. Why it's called a platter? Because it's
Like,
like a taking a little bit of it from every situation, every activity in our life to have a balance perfectly. What is it? It is the sleep time and then focus time for working and then physical time, moving, exercising, and then connect time, it's social life, and then This is reflect time, that you have a reflect moment with yourself, like reading, journaling, a me time, and then a play time when you just do your hobby. Also, the downtime when you just take a break from your life and just slow down. And the last time is that seven healthy mind platter. I think is really really important. I tried this for the past 2 years, and it just changed my life because as a human, we cannot just eat one pizza a day. We should have um, veggies, we have fruits, and then we have protein. So just like that, our mind also needs what our belly needs. So having the right amount of every activity in a day to have a balanced, a healthy mind and soul.
Yeah, it sounds like your plate is very colorful with seven colors in it. With seven colors in it. But as easy and as elaborative it might sound, probably people who never get in touch with that kind of thing would not have a clue on how to start. Now, in this matter, do you have some tips for practicing the coping skills?
Yes, yes, of course. So about that, first thing first is the time management. Like you have to be realistic. You cannot do everything in just a small amount of time.
That is right. That is the thing that we need to realize.
Yes, right, correct. And then monotasking or unitasking. We get a lot that sometimes we go to an interview, a job interview, and they ask like, we multitask. Well, can you multiply the salary? Right,
That's right.
We need to multitask because actually we human cannot do multitasking because we just do a switch tasking, right?
Yeah, that's right.
We just
That's right.
switch tasking. So it's better to do multitasking first. So our mind is focused on the one thing. That's all. Because when we move into another task, actually we need around 15 minutes to prepare our mind back. So it's like longer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pick the right activity, and it's okay to just say no. It's important to say no.
Oh.
You know your body, you know your mind, and just leave it. Just enjoy the process, and if you're just trying. It's okay if you like going back because it's not like you can do the progress like a really good better. Sometimes it's go ups and downs, and also baby steps is also a step too.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
just trying a small process every day. At least to try to build that habit, and that is going to be a great lifestyle to have.
Right. So a lot of people are now saying that they're having burnout. So what is actually the symptoms that you are on the burnout phase, and how do you tell your boss, for example, that you're in that stage? And also, my question is, do they have, depending on the age as well, when it comes to the coping management? Do you have any idea
Okay,
on how that goes?
About the age, yeah. I think we all knew that maturity doesn't measure by age. Sometimes there can be more mature than adult, and also like we responding to the direct superior. I think our generation tends to just keep an emoji like this.
Yeah, that's right.
I think, well, you need to prevent rather than treat. So just manage your time well. Just do your job right. I know it is sometimes hard, but I know we can be stressed as a human. But human being also can have a resilience. What is a resilience? It's like a power and a strong in yourself that you can do everything, every challenge with yourself. And sometimes get stressed and make you like really really bad and stuff, but you can do it with that resilience, with the belief in yourself that any other situations is going to pass. And I'm also a firm believer that rough situation one must forever, and also things are gonna pass, and it's just like another challenge every day. And so what's rough today is gonna be gone tomorrow. So just do what you have to do and be realistic also.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Be realistic. That's the key word.
Actually.
So, The next question is, how can we have a healthy relationship with coping mechanism without depending too much on them?
Okay, first thing first is that don't make it like the solution to every situation because sometimes you have to look at the people, you have to look at the situations, like we respond to different ways to every people, we face different situations every day, so we have to be adaptable, we have to look at the situations, and of course, coping mechanism is can be figured out when you are really get used to it, when you are build yourself to every day to manage your coping mechanism to every solution of your day. So I think it's best that we just try and also believe and also just give an affirmation to yourself that you're gonna take this and you're gonna make it happen because at the end of the day, you're the one who give yourself strength. And actually, I really like to think. I do this like 5 minutes before I start the day. And also like an upstream morning because I think millennials nowadays wake up in the morning and open their phones right here, like putting their mind with all of the notifications. I think it's best if you just make yourself alone for the first 15 minutes at the day. Don't open any screens, and I just do this. I write down a very simple thing, just like I let go of hunger, I let go of stress, I let go of anxiety, and then the other thing is today is going to be great because of 1, 2, 3 and stuff, and also what I'm going to be preparing for, what I'm focusing on. Like these things just make up my mind for the rest of the day, and this is so important in order to like achieve a balanced state of your mind and also my soul. It is like not easy at all because at first I knew that I didn't do journaling, but tomorrow I do it again, and not doing it again, and the next day I do it again, and it's just become a habit.
So you keep practicing doing that.
So last but not least, Gita, we've been talking about this kind of coping mechanism, things on mental health, and also how to balance your life between work and also your personal time. But do you have any advice for the public, especially for the young ones, on how to overcome stress and achieve a healthy life?
Okay. First of all, actually, I work 7 jobs.
Whoa!
Wow.
7 jobs.
7 plates, 7 jobs.
7 plates, 7 jobs.
With monotasking at each time. Wow.
Asking at each time, but I do it constantly. So like I do the other job like 1 time a week. I do it like the other job just 2 times a week, and everything comes into a balance. So, but I also have time for my family, for my friends, and for my social life, and also I still do like a reflecting moment, like 2 minutes every day to start my morning. So everything is actually possible. Maybe you just have to put that belief in yourself that yes, you can. Sometimes you can because you know that the law of attraction is a law when you can, it will happen. When you can put a thought into it, you can visualize it, it will happen.
Yeah.
And I think that it just changed my life, and also when it comes to balanced life, I come to a realization that I can do it every day, 7 activities of my plate, but maybe some of the things I can just do for like 15 minutes or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I think I do it. Work out. I don't have to like do it for 2 hours straight. Today I just work out for 20 minutes, but how? It gets endorphins. It makes me happy, and it's just not 1 hour, 2 hours doing like build a lot of motivation. No, it's just moving yourself from the couch and also working. I am so realistic towards me. I work just like 8 days full-time work, and then I have to do the other work just like 1 hour or 2 hours for my side jobs, and also sleep. Sleep is so important. Like you have to have hours of sleep every day, and start making a statement that you need to memorize a healthy lifestyle. You need to stop glorifying the culture because it's not healthy at all. And I've been there, been there, done that, and nowhere. And like, okay, I experienced that, but I'm losing myself. I'm losing myself, and right now I become more realistic with everything, and everything just sacred. Everything just happen the way it should be, and I'm so grateful for that. And of course, tomorrow is another day, another challenge. You get another stress. Stress is gonna keep you away.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow, Gina, Sinaga, thank you so much. I mean, you radiate that, and you know, from the way you look, we know that you are very healthy.
I know.
Your
I was about
coping
to say
mechanism
that.
is working well.
You look so happy and bright.
We're so happy here.
Thank you so much, Gina, and always be healthy, you know, mentally, physically. Yeah.
Yes, stay healthy, guys, both mentally and physically.
Yes.
Thank you, Gina.
So the key